This is Rod, Appraiser Broker. We are going to take a look today at coloradoforeclosures.com. The way you get to this is just type in coloradoforeclosures.com and right into your browser. It'll go to this site. Of course, I was already on it, but I wanted you to see how to get there. Now, this is a site that shows the foreclosures throughout Colorado, but also the regular real estate that's listed on the Metro List. And the Metro List MLS is the largest MLS in Colorado, includes the Denver area, and really throughout the state. There are a few smaller MLSs, but they don't have all of the volume of properties that the Metro List MLS has. So you can look all over the state and see properties. These properties that are featured here are each foreclosures that I have chosen to feature. Here's one over in Cherry Hills Village. Here's another in Westminster, another in the Denver area, and this is another foreclosure that's down in Grand Junction. Now you can search for properties all over the state. Like I said, it includes many thousands of properties that are for sale at any given time. And you can go up here to the search. You can search by city. You can search on the map. You can search by zip code. If you know a particular listing number, you can search by the listing number. You can even search properties that are brand new listings that have just come on the MLS in the last few days. You can also search properties that are have had, for those that have had price changes or often price reductions. You can save those properties and look at the properties that you've saved, and there's a lot of options on this site, but let's go ahead and take a look at properties in a particular city. Let's suppose that we want to now let's say we want to look in a place that's in Denver County. There's Aurora, Denver, Englewood, Lakewood, Littleton. But maybe we don't. Maybe we want to search over in Broomfield County. Now, Broomfield County is really a city and a county in itself. It does include Erie. And so if we wanted to just look in Broomfield, we could click that right there and put some criteria in and see what we come up with. Now, when I had this set to foreclosures, it doesn't look like there's any foreclosures showing in Broomfield right now. But when we go to the homes that are listed for sale, up to $20 million, there's 165. Now, let's say, well, we don't want anything that's over, say, $400,000. And so we're looking in the lower part of the price range. Still, it says here, now what I did there is I accidentally put that as the lower bracket. And what we wanted to do is put 400,000 as the upper bracket for our search. So if we're looking at properties between 0 and 400,000, 14 different properties come up. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. We'll click View Search Results, and here's the properties that we find. It looks like it's including some townhouses or condominiums. That very first one was probably a townhouse. If we were to look at the details on that, it's either a townhouse or condominium, most likely, because you look at these others above it, and unless we get up here to about $360,000, most of those properties didn't look like they had any land. So yeah, I don't see that land showing there. But when we get down to this house, you'll notice here it says 0.23 acres. And then it looks like we're jumping back to another condo or townhouse, maybe a few of them. Here's another home here for $385,000. That's over on Douglas Drive. It's on a small lot. 0.14 acres is not real big, but it does have its own lot. And this is built in 1972. It shows us it's got 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, a little over 1,500 square feet. And as we move down this, here's another home that looks like a bi-level or split entry, depending on which part of the country you're in. Determines how you're going to label that. This has 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,600 square feet, and it's on 0.16 acres, built in 1972. Again, not on a real big lot. And this home on 0.15 acres. Again, these are on small lots that you don't have a lot of yard work to do, but there is obviously going to be a yard on there. It's got 3 bedrooms. It's got 3 bathrooms. And this is a good size house. It's got almost well over 2,400 square feet, built in 96, so just built in the last 20 some odd years. Well, let's see, 96, and put that about 22 years old. And here's another one over on 7th Avenue in Broomfield. This is the Broomfield Heights area that I'm familiar with. And this is $399,000. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Now, if you want to see the details on one of these, let's take a look at this one. And we show here that it was a new listing. So this is just recently listed. Oh, and when you first get on here after you've clicked on a few properties, it's going to ask you for your information. So we'll go ahead and I'll put my information in here. And there's my email address already in there, and there's my phone number. And let's move along here, and what we'll do is we'll just say, okay, yep, now I get instant access. Now, if we want to see the details on here, let's go ahead and take a look. If we scroll down, now if we click through this, we can see all the photos of this property. But if we scroll down here, we can look at all these details. For example, this is built in 1962. It's been on the market for 2 days. It's a single family, ranch style home. Some parts of the country they'll call it a rambler. It's got a 2-car garage. In the area it's actually listing the subdivision there. It's Broomfield Heights. And there's the listing brokerage. It's Remax Alliance that has that property listed for sale. Next we have the schools. It'll show you the schools, the elementary school, the middle school, the high school. And this the first part here, Boulder Valley, is actually the school district. So it's in Boulder Valley School District. Financial information. Now down here it says that the kitchen, the living room, dining room, master bedroom is on the main. A lot of people, that's important to them as they get older, to have their master bedroom be on the main level so they don't have to go up and down stairs all day long. And even though it's got a few different bedrooms, it's got 3 bedrooms there on the main level, it's also got another bedroom down here in the basement. So, and it's got a bathroom, a half bath in the basement, and a full bath and a 3/4 bath on the main level. So as we look down here a little further, it's saying, okay, there's 1,872 square feet finished. Now that wasn't all of it, was it? Because this one, if we looked at this, it said it had 24, right there, 2,418 square feet. So that's got part of the basement that's finished, and then part of it's obviously not finished. So the basement here says 50% finished. So they're estimating that at 50%. So there's some details, and as you look through the photos on here, if you click on these, it'll switch and show you all the photos that the agent has. So there's our kitchen. There's another couple of pictures of the kitchen. Looks like this is most likely the living room, bedroom, bathroom, another bedroom, and that's very possibly the master bedroom because it's got access to a master bath right there. So. And from the looks of this is down in the basement area. So, but you can look through all those photos. There's the last photo for this particular property. You can also go here to the Google map. And as you go to the Google map, you're going to be able to see the location of this property relative to other things. So this sits over here on 7th Avenue. And these are other properties that have sold. So here's one that sold for $360. Here's another one that sold for $320. Here's another one sold for $420. Another one that sold for $480. Another sold for $482. So that home here is definitely in that price range. And we look here and say, oh, look at that. This is real close to Cole Elementary School. And that has the Cole Park, the park next to the elementary school right there. We can zoom out on this too. And you can either zoom in or you can zoom out and see more details of that area. Now I'm going to get back up here so that we can look at a satellite view a minute. There we go. So there's the Cole Park and elementary school. And let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit so you can see this. And you can see what's in the area. So as you zoom out, this is called Midway Park. You see that there's another park that's close by. Within a few blocks to the east is a big open space. If you get up this way, this is actually the high school. It says Broomfield High School. It includes this whole area. That's the track and football field there and baseball field. But this way you can orient yourself to where things are. And for example, how far is it to get down here into the commercial areas and where there's some shopping and things. And anyhow, you can zoom out all the way and see, oh, okay, that's in Broomfield. How far is that, or where is that in relation to Denver? Because maybe you're looking at it from another state and not real familiar with the area. And you'll see here that the Denver area is actually here to the northeast. Now, it doesn't say Denver yet. If we go out one more little bit, it's probably going to show us that that whole area there is considered Denver. And this is just a suburb of Denver. And you can zoom out all the way on this map. It's really helpful to know where things are. Anyhow, let's jump back up here and look at a little bit more on this site. We go back to the home page, and these were featured properties. As we look at these now, these are new listings in Colorado. If you want to just look at it, maybe you've been looking a lot, so you might want to just jump on the site and see, you know, what new listings there are every day. Or you can, as you put this criteria in and search for things, let's if we just go and do a search and we put in all the criteria that we want, the site will actually start sending the homes to us that we want. And so let's say, okay, we don't want to waste our time with any short sales. So as we click on here on sale type, go down here and mark no short sale so we don't waste time looking at those properties. If we're looking seriously for a home and don't want to be waiting months and months just to find out we did or didn't get a house that we had an offer in on. And let's say, well, we need at least 3 bedrooms and we want at least 2 bathrooms in the house. And for a lot of people, they don't want a car without a 2-car garage. So they might say, okay, 2+. We want at least a 2-car garage. And we don't want a condominium or townhouse. So maybe we want to make sure that we have at least 0.15 acres. That would pretty much eliminate the townhouses and condominiums. And all of a sudden, we're down to just 4 properties. And that's in the Broomfield area. But if we wanted to change our search to another area, we could say, okay, let's look in Jefferson County. And if we click on Jefferson County, the nice thing is this didn't go and change all the criteria that we'd put in here, but it gave us a list of the cities that are in Jefferson County. And right next to Broomfield is Westminster, even though it jumps over to another county. And we say, oh, well, look at this. There's 7 properties that meet that criteria in Westminster. Let's take a look at those. And all of a sudden, wow, these are all homes that are in a reasonable price range that because it's less expensive, it's a little bit closer to Denver too, a little further from Boulder, and so you can get a little bit more house for the money. Boulder seems to be a pretty expensive area for most people. And you already know how to go through and look at the details on each of these properties. So, and you can go back to your search and you can click on that again, and it's going to have the criteria that you've put in there. But maybe you'll think, well, maybe if I look in another place, maybe if I look in downtown in Denver, maybe there'll be some homes that I like there, and we'll see how they compare in price. So if we go to the east part of Denver, for example, over to Aurora, things are going to be a little bit less expensive there. And even though we have that same criteria in, instead of just 7 like we found in Westminster, all of a sudden there's 39 different properties to choose from. And if maybe you're working in downtown Denver, it might be a good idea to go and look that way, because look at all the different options you're going to have. All of a sudden, you've got houses clear down around the $300,000 range that met that criteria, and there's a lot of them. And so, obviously, when you're searching for a home, you're going to be looking at the areas that you can afford, but you're going to also be looking at the areas that you can drive to in a reasonable period of time, drive to work and drive back home again. So anyhow, this is the Colorado foreclosure site. I also have the Utah foreclosure site because I've been a real estate appraiser for 29 years and a real estate broker in both Utah and Colorado. And we've got a home in the Broomfield area. So anyway, I wanted to familiarize you with the site. You're all welcome to use it. Where I taught real estate down in Utah many years ago. Worked as a real estate appraiser for lots of years, and I've been an agent and broker for, I guess about 27 years. A pretty good chance that I know the answers to most of your real estate questions. I'm happy to help any of you that would like to give me a call. And it really doesn't matter what part of Colorado you're in, I can probably answer your questions. We've got another place down in the Grand Junction area that we're probably going to sell to be able to buy another property back in Utah. Nevertheless, know that area fairly well, having been to Broomfield many times a year for many years, and then lived there for, we've been living there for over 2 years now, or I guess around 2 years, but owned a home in Broomfield for about 11 years. And so spent a lot of time there, but spent a lot of time back in Utah also. Anyhow, if I can answer any questions for you, feel free to call me at any time. My number's right here. That's my cell number, 801-372-2360. You're welcome to call me with any questions. I'm happy to help you and even help you know what to do on your home and what not to do if you're getting ready to sell. If you're getting ready to buy, give me a call. I've got agents around this state that can assist you, and I might be able to assist you myself. So, but I can certainly answer questions for you. And have a wonderful day. This is Rod, Appraiser Broker.